Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Custom Truck Shop. Tracey in Pennsylvania. This is your President Richard. Ready to start on it. Well, these are great looking radios, aren't they? Look at that. Isn't that a nice radio? I love the looks of these. They promised me they were going to come out with a sideband version, but I haven't seen it yet. Would love to see it. Oh, let's check the accessories. I've never had one not have the accessories in it. Yeah, power cord, microphone, mounting bracket, and hardware, all there.
As they fill a road and slide the barricade in front, and if any cars are trying to slide in, try to refrain them from doing that. Just stay right over the main road for me. And
test this out, make sure it's working. Turn that scanner down a little bit. Make sure all those switches are in the right place. Bring up the signal generator on channel 20. And fire up the power supply. Oh yeah, hadn't been converted. Okay. So let's go to 28. I think that was position 17. Nope. Let's see, am I in AM? Nope, I'm in FM. Okay, now I'm in AM. S9. Switch to FM. Nice. Let's switch that thing there back to AM. Put the radio back on AM. Alright. That part looks good. Switch to the dummy load. And I think I've got 500 watt slugs in there. I'll change it out before I show you the power. Hello audio. Audio 1 2 1 2 audio. Audio hello. Okay. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, audio test. It looks pretty good. Let's see what the modulation looks like on the scope. I didn't push the button in all the way. Here I was waiting for it to show up on the screen and look back up there and the button was back out. Okay, audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Testing, audio test, test 1, 2. And let's see. I need to do an auto setup. Hang on a minute. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that's too much voltage. Audio, hello, audio. That looks better. Audio, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio, hello. Hello, audio. Get the trigger level right. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. That looks clean. Test 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Hello, testing, testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Audio test, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, audio test. Hello, testing, testing audio. Audio testing, testing 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2. I'd like a little more definition on that. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'd say that's good. And spectrum analyzer shows that it's very clean. Okay, time to get busy. This is a President microphone I'm using. Just one I bought to have on the bench here. Must have 50 microphones for test of all the different radios, different microphone connections, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, there's the inside of it. And we have, I think those are FQP 13N10s. I could be wrong. And I am wrong there. They are IRF 520s. It seems like all the new ones are coming with the 520s now. But I've been seeing pretty good output power from them. Now you notice on these, there's no adjustment. I cannot even adjust the bias on the transistors, on the finals. No adjustments on there at all. Not on the President CB radios, and not on just the AM FM radio. So I can't adjust the modulation. I can't do anything. I dislike this very much. But they are very well made radios. Okay, let me say that. I love the fact that the shell, the chassis of the radio is the heat sink like the older radios. That's good and thick. It's not aluminum. Not sure what it is, but it works very well. Somebody's really chatty this morning. Okay. There is not a lot for me to do. We'll increase the capacitance on the DC input and also the capacitance on the voltage regulator. And I can't get my big old fingers in there to grab it. Let's see. If I can't grab it with the hemostats. Not hemostats, my long nose pliers. Hacko long nose pliers. Again, I don't want to turn the temperature up too high on my soldering iron. When you do that, the copper delaminates from the PC board because you cook all the glue out. This one's going to be fun to get out. But we will increase the value of both of these to make sure the DC is good and smooth. So the radio's got nice smooth power to operate with. Okay, come on now. May not even be able to get these up in there. Angle. Yep, I think I did. Yeah. There we go. This is what they've got on there for filtering for the DC. 220 microfarad at 16 volts. And the one coming for the DC input, the one coming from the power cable, was a 470 microfarad. We know from experience that's just not enough, especially on these new vehicles. All the electronics, computers, computer modules, all that crap creates noise. Because those cables coming out of those things are not shielded. I'm sure some of you, when you've been around some of these new vehicles, you've heard that computer noise, even though you're not in the same car. That one didn't get cleaned all the way out. I kind of figured I'm going to have to heat him up a little more. Make sure that he gets hot enough to go all the way through that eyelet to get the solder out. Because if we don't clean the eyelet out completely, then the leads of the other capacitor don't want to go through the hole. And because I'm trying to heat it up with the very tip of the iron, it takes longer to heat up. Okay, that don't look too bad right there. Let's move up here and clean out this one. Empty the soldered junk out of my solder pullet. I tell you, you just cannot beat the solder pulling action of the Epson solder pullet. It's just, you just can't do it. Those cheap Chinese knockoffs, they won't do it either. You want a real Epson solder pullet. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's what I like to use, and it works extremely well. It's the DS017. They also make an anti-static. It's all black. I've got a couple of those too. But well worth the money. And if you take care of them, they will last an extremely long time. As you can see, I use mine a lot. All right, so we're going to pull a couple of 2200s. Get us some stilts. Let's see. Can I close the lid if I get this one to where it's above the relay? Can I close the lid? Yes, I can. How about that? Okay. So that's what I need to do. Don't go nowhere because I'm going to need you for the other one. And it doesn't listen. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on here. Make sure that I hold the standoffs in place so they don't slide down the lead when I get ready to
Put them through the holes. Just a little bit of hot glue, don't need much. And you really have to watch the polarity, make sure you get positive and positive, and negative in the negative hole. Yeah, that's good right there. Now we increased the buffer filtering by 4. It was 470. It's now 2,200, so more than 4. That little 470 was not providing anything in between the peaks of the voice. Absolutely nothing. Okay, now this can over here is a whole lot taller. So I need to see if I got clearance to use a cap this big and still be able to put the lid on it, the cover. Oh boy, just barely. You can see right there, just barely. But that's what I'm going to do. So it needs to be right there. As you can see, I don't have very much lead left. But the way these radios are mounted in the vehicle or on your bench or whatever, all of these components hang down. See, this is actually the bottom of the radio. So when I put these caps in here, they dangle from the PC board under normal use. Yep, just like that. Okay. So now we have a 2,200 buffer filter on the DC input, this one here. Okay, he's filtering the input from the power supply, either your vehicle or a power supply. And he's also providing a little bit of buffer and kind of like a discharge battery action. In other words, when your voice causes the voltage to dip, this guy here discharges to compensate and try to bring the voltage back up to the level that it was charged at. Same thing with this guy. Okay, that DC line comes up on the top of the board from over here to right there, and then this is the output side of this DC voltage regulator. So the voltage coming out of the DC voltage regulator that supplies most of the radio is going to be nice and smooth. All right, one more thing I've got to do. Let's see if I've got one handy. Yes, I do. Let's install a resistor. And we'll go through and set up the radio. Now you can see how small these are. For their size, they put out a lot of power. Or, well, let me qualify that. They put out a lot of power with the FQP 13N10. With the IRF 520s, they put out slightly less power. However, the IRF 520s are more robust than the 13N10s, I guess would be a nice way to put it. If you don't have the bias right, those FQP 13N10s, they act more like fuses than they do transistors. So you have to set the bias right on them so they last. Some folks want to turn the bias voltage up thinking they'll get more power out of it. And initially you do, until the first time you run into a bump and the SWR jumps up and you're on there yakking away. May not happen the first time, but sooner or later, one of those transistors will give. Not only that, but if you got the bias set wrong, they run extremely hot. Okay, but look at the quality of that board. Look at it from the top. You know, I know surface mount components are the future, but God almighty, look how tiny they are. If they keep going the way they're going, we won't even be able to see them. They're going to have to encapsulate them inside the board just to keep them from evaporating. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, my friend, you're going to have to stay over here in this corner. Like that. Don't want it up against the screw of the voltage regulator. See that screw sticking through there? I don't want the capacitor rubbing against that, so I'm bending it out a little bit, like that. Okay? Nothing shorted or anything. We still got the stilts in there to hold it out. I just don't want it rubbing against that screw. All right. There's, like I said, there's no adjustments in there. The only thing we can do is change parts. And I do hope if they come out with a sideband version, we at least have some kind of adjustment for ALC and AMC. Okay, I had to take a minute and go get some more Lifer juice. My cup was empty. The quality of these radios it's just outstanding. It's sometimes I think it's actually better than the older President radios. Some of you guys may not remember those, but I think they started out as American Radio, and then they became President, and then Uniden bought out President, and they all became Uniden radios. Same radio, just the name had changed. That damn heat sink compound. Boy, that crap just gets all over everything. Now, I haven't done anything with a heat sink compound on these radios, but I got some on the screws, and I don't know how I did that. So the quality is really high. I love how they stamped these vents in the top of the lid to vent the heat. They've also got the vents in the bottom. Can you guys see those? On both sides to ventilate the heat out of the case, which I think is really nice, without compromising the integrity of the case. It's kind of like louvers on a hood. I don't know if you guys remember, or any of you know what I'm talking about. The older hot rods, they used to put louvers in the hood to let the heat out, and also just because it looks cool. That told everybody that you had a hot engine. They did work very well. All right, now, as soon as I get through doing this, I'm going to change out the slugs. I'll replace those 500s with 100 watt slugs, so you'll get a better idea of what the radio is doing. I do apologize. My scanners are just a lot of yakety yak on there today for some reason. It doesn't seem to be anything important or about an emergency. I guess they've got some kind of fair thing going on or whatever. I heard them talking about traffic. traffic control. Not sure, but there might be a fair at the fairgrounds today, or something similar. It could even be for a funeral. I don't know. All right. Here we go. Let's check the receiver again. Set to auto squelch. I'm gonna move the squelch back up to manual. Let's see if we can hear the. Okay, that's noise blinker and A&L turned off. And it's picking up these LED lights. That's. Let's see. That's noise blinker A&L on. And that's high cut on. Okay, works really well. RF power is all the way up. Now let me change out these slugs. Ooh, that ain't good for it. Fortunately, I didn't drop it too far. Still don't like dropping them at all, though. Okay. Test 1 2 1 2 test. That slug there is not working. Test 1 2 1 2 test. Yep, may have messed it up. Let's see. Do I have another 100? Yeah. It's an older one, but it still works. Yeah, it looks better. Hello, 1 2. Okay, so let me get you down here where you can see. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll be right back. I got one other thing. Okay, there the radio is right there. Isn't that a beautiful little radio? AM, FM. It now has different bands. Okay. So let's do some power checks. And like I showed you, there's no internal adjustments for these. All right, I've got 100 watt slugs in both sides. Come on, do what I want you to do. Now then, hopefully you can see those. Are you focused on those? Not really, huh? And the display keeps going off too. Back it out there a little bit. There we go. Now then. That's pretty good right there. Hopefully y'all can see that. Okay, so we're dead keying about 10 watts. Hello audio, audio, hello, hello audio, audio 1 2 1 2 audio. All right, well, that's only saying 20 watts. What did I do here? Oh, no, that's right. Is it on ×1? Yep, it's on ×1. External, channel 20. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. All right, let's see what we're doing on FM. Okay, FM's doing about 20 watts. Yeah, see, something's not right here. Okay, 30 watts RMS. But the other meter, oh, crap. It was on FM. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. So we go forward from 10 watts to about 11, 12. That's with RF power all the way up. We're doing about 21, 22 watts peak. I'm going to turn RF power all the way down. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. So we're dead keying about 2, maybe 3 watts. Audio. And we swing up to about 10 watts. Okay, now this is with RF power set halfway, or at 12 o'clock. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Audio, hello, hello, audio. So we're doing 6 watts swinging forward to about 7. Audio, audio, audio. And going forward about 12, 14 watts. That's with the control, RF power control at 12 o'clock. Okay. Hello, audio, audio 1, 2. Always getting interrupted. But that's it. Good looking little radio. Works really well. You have a driver and 2 finals. So I will get her boxed up and shipped out to you. Tracy, I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to set it up for you. 7-3, everybody.